Wish me luck because it's been quite windy and the waves are gonna be pretty big, so I've never gone that way before.
Baby, you should say that I no longer need the way.
Is the dinghy gonna make it?
I don't think
So close we used to
this isn't our week.
be skeptical about
We are Gabi and Dan, and our original goal was to sail around the Caribbean.
like a whisper in my mind.
We picked up our boat Lira Astra in Guatemala and took off to Belize.
Doesn't have to be that way. It won't last, it goes too fast.
Just before we set the course for Mexico, COVID-19 became a world pandemic. We got stuck in Belize. The last weeks were challenging. The weather started to change. It was windy, stormy, and we had to adjust our plans accordingly. We wanted to stay in the north of Belize longer, but COVID and the continuous bad weather chose otherwise.
Alright, it's Wednesday, a little before 8 a.m. and going to somewhere close to Coco, Plum. I have to take advantage of the high tide, so we're starting early. We're gonna go around, I guess, Ski Chapel and then break through the barrier. Wish me luck because it's been quite windy and the waves are gonna be pretty big, so I've never gone that way before. Hopefully everything is gonna go fine.
So we're about to enter the reef and the waves are getting pretty high. We'll see if we are gonna turn around or still go through it.
Crossing the reef so close to the coast is tricky. The water is shallow and corals are closer to the surface. The reef confuses the waves, which make the boat roll in all possible directions. We haven't gone this way yet, and even with the help with our navigation app, we have to be super careful because the charts do not always match the reality, especially in Belize.
We made it through the reef and now the next challenge is the open sea. This is our definition of a balanced life. The wind has subsided a little bit. I would say this is about 20 knots. The biggest problem is that the ocean is confused. We have the big waves coming in from the right, but as they're hitting the shore, they're bouncing back and just causing this confused sea, which makes it for a pretty bad sail. This is bouncy and all. So 2 more hours of this before we get behind the reef again.
Every new day on the boat brings a new adventure. Having a long rough sail ahead of us got us thinking. How lucky we are to be on the boat. The whole world is affected by COVID, but with Lira, our home, we can still roam and live off-grid. And how lucky we are to be in Belize waters. It was the best decision we could have made. It wasn't always easy, but we don't regret it. Belize, with the second largest barrier reef, is a real gem of the Caribbean. Hundreds of keys are scattered around like pearls, surrounded by crystal clear waters with all possible shades of blue. The natural symphony of sounds, the smell of luscious, soft and salty sea, the underwater kingdom with its gates wide open to us. All here, now, asking for nothing back, just to be respected. We are heading towards Tachki and Coco Plum, where we will drop the anchor for the night.
5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock we arrived to our destination in Coco Plum. Woohoo! Are you tired?
Yeah.
I'm tired too. There was a lot of wind. I think we averaged somewhere around 7 and 7.2 knots in the last half. That's once we cross back behind the reef, and we just hauled ass. It was great.
Two beautiful but very different private islands, Coco Plum and Tachki. They are divided by a patch of shallow water. It used to be only one island, but in 1961, a deadly Hurricane Hattie hit the area and split the island into 4 and made it into what it is today.
The weather is not favorable, so we're gonna head out to Sapodia Lagoon. That's where we're going now. Unfortunately, the southerly wind has gone or started earlier than expected. It should have started yet tomorrow or in the evening, but nope, it's already here, so we're gonna be out.
Just north of Placencia lies Sapodia Lagoon, which will be our home for the next few days. We come in through a narrow pass, surrounded by mangrove trees, and enter a big lagoon, which is well protected from all sides and has magnificent mountains in the background.
Apparently 2 days ago there were 8 boats, and as you can see, so this is the lagoon. It's empty, we're the only boat there. So now we're going there towards the marina. As you can see, there are some boats over there. And we are going to a swimming pool.
Just past the lagoon is the Sapodia's massive complex itself. It is called Sanctuary Belize, has a well-kept marina, miles of man-made channels, and a few houses.
Additional roof is, that's where we're going, I think.
Is the dinghy gonna make it?
I don't think so. Made it about halfway. Ran out of gas. Nothing ever goes by the plan. Can you pick up the engine?
We learned that it has a turbulent past. Now it is falling apart, aside from a few spots like the marina and beautiful pool overlooking the ocean. The channels are being reclaimed by nature and the future remains bleak.
Yeah,
Didn't take my shoes.
we ran out of gas. And it was too far. So we decided to walk.
Yeah.
And the camera lens is muddy. This isn't our week. Out of this world.
I was just
Yuppie.
waiting for someone to throw us out.
Yeah. You have to drive 15 minutes in a car to get to the nearest city. I think they eat lizards here. What do they do? Hey, lizard.
People are very nice, friendly. They let us in the swimming pool.
And everything is super posh. Like that swimming pool is just one of those posh areas. There's a gas station and marina has
The only thing
been
I
really
didn't like
developed.
in the marina, we came there with the dinghy just to have a look around and to buy some food. And just for having a dinghy there, we had to pay 10 Belize dollars. And I think it's ridiculous. If you come there to
It's
spend
completely
money,
ridiculous.
you come there to spend money, it's half empty, more than half empty. And they discourage you by this. I think that's the downside of it, but for the rest it's beautiful.
Thank you
Yeah.
for following our voyage, and please subscribe to our channel for more adventures.
Musical performance by Dan the Man.
Captain!
Upa Mesa, Upa Mesa, Upa Mesa, Upa Mesa, Dollar, Dollar.